I'm Kevin.
I'm Steffi.
Okay, before we started, please take a look at my smile. This is the smile of a nervous guy. Okay, I'm not going to do a stand-up comedy or do a news reading. Today, we are going to do a presentation. We'll talk about the beauty of the jiufen old street.
Okay, let's get it started. The first is introduction, second is location, third is attraction of jiufen, and the last is our conclusion.
First, I'm going to introduce you to jiufen old street. Jiufen was a prosperous gold mining town, and when the gold mining is discontinued, jiufen went to a sharp decline in economy. But after a few years, jiufen has become the most visited place in Taiwan because of its magnificent view and all the locals' culture and food.
So, where are jiufen located?
Jiufen is located in the northeast of Taiwan, and the exact location is in the east side of the Keelung city.
What can we do at jiufen?
Good question. If you've never been to jiufen, there are a lot of things you can do. First, you can uncover your childhood memories and find new things. As you can see, these pictures over here, these souvenirs, all of them are made of wood. And if you recall a memory from your old days, you will remember that you are using these old wooden tools. Next, this is the caramelized candy that shaped into some cartoon characters. 90s kids will love this. And by the way, are the judges all around the 60s? If you are on the 60s, you will remember this. This is the sweets from the 60s. Most of them are made of dried plum. The powdered dried plum is shaped into coins or balls.
Is this ocarina?
Yeah, it is. By the way, do you guys know what is ocarina? Ocarina is an old wind musical instrument. And in jiufen, there's a person who made an ocarina in a fancy style. This turtle shape, duck shape, and the others. And here's an ocarina for you. Please take a look.
I think I ever heard someone play it before. Let me do some flashback. I will never forget about the sound of ocarina. It sounds great. Where's the food?
Oh, you skinny girl. All you think about is the food. First, in this picture, this is a Chinese sticky rice ball, or in Chinese we can call it 粽子. This sticky rice is wrapped in a big bamboo leaf and shaped in a pyramid. The fillings of this rice ball could be various, depends on the one who make it. And this picture over here, this is a stewed fish ball. This stewed fish ball is stewed in a thick fish broth. And when you eat it, you can feel the fish jumping in your mouth. Next, this is a Taiwanese style croissant. This croissant have a thicker flavor of milk. Compared to the French croissant, this croissant is sweeter. If you love to eat sweet flavor, you should try it. Next.
I know this. This is Taiwan meatball. It's also known as bawang. It's a kind of food that the filling is wrapped into a gelatinous dough which made from a combination of cornstarch, sweet potato starch, and also rice flour.
Next, this is called mochi. Mochi is a food from Japan. A traditional mochi is The traditional mochi is filled with red bean paste, but in jiufen, they modernize this mochi. The filling is ice cream. What kind of ice cream flavor do you like? You name it, and you'll get it. After all these snacks, why don't we have tea?
Stop, Kelvin.
Why?
Do you forget about the most important food in jiufen?
Let me check. 种子, rice ball, fish ball, Taiwan style croissant, meatball, mochi. What else?
It's terrible, stupid.
Oh, I'm sorry. How could I forget about it? Silly me.
Okay, let me introduce terrible for you. Terrible is a kind of traditional Taiwan dessert and the most famous food in jiufen. Terrible is made from mixing mashed taro with water and sweet potato flour. The terrible can be served with syrup either hot or icy. As some information for you, terrible at first is only made for family, but due to the good feedback, they started a terrible business.
Okay, it's tea time. Jiufen is also famous for tea houses. There are two main styles of tea house at Jiufen: the Chinese style and the old Japanese style. And at Jiufen, there's a famous tea house. It's called Ame Tea House. Why it could become so famous? Because when you're in it, you can have a direct view to the sea. This is the direct view that I was talking about. You can enjoy your tea while having a magnificent view.
When you mention about the landscape of jiufen, I think of an anime called Spirited Away, which is the famous anime, which the background of the anime is same with some part of jiufen. It's not exactly the same, right?
And this is the anime, and this is jiufen. This is the sushi road. It is a road that along the road is stairs. There's no road over there. Down the road, there's a theater called Sunking Theater. This theater was a famous at that time, and they play a big role. And this is the inside of the theater. This is the view from the screen. As you can see, this is the wooden chair and the rock walls and the ceilings. All of them are preserved from the 60s. And if you want to watch old movies, you can still come here. They play it. You don't need to buy a ticket. You just get in and sit over there. A lot of people come to jiufen have their own story. And this is our own story for you.
Okay, so I can conclude that jiufen was a wealthy town with stunning view and is still concerned about the culture from the past, including food and tea house.
Bring yourself to Jiufen Old Street.
Feel the old street with ancient buildings.
And you can hear the place whisper about its golden past.
Thank you.